Hi guys, welcome to another Division video. In this video I'm just going to showcase my shotgun and the way the shotguns have actually moved forward in this game. This build isn't perfect, it really is. I've just kind of had a look at what I had, what would suit it the best from what I've got, and just kind of thrown a build together. I didn't grind for this, but it is quite nice to use. It's something a little bit different. Obviously, a lot just like most people when the game for the 1.3 came out, I was using the G36 with brutal, deadly, and it was doing, like, with pulse and everything like that. It was doing 300k headshots with crit damage, and it was really good for burning through CPU health. But it isn't really the case. It's still a good gun, but not as good as it was. So I've tried to sort of tailor my build so that when we're going around the dark zone and when we're doing PvE activities, instead of me just trying to get everything killed myself, to be kind of able to be more of a group. So what I've done is I've put together this little shotgun build. As you can see, taking these enemies out quite easily. They're not level 35s, anything like that. These are just intel missions, level 31s, 32s, and 30s. So, but I do take them out in 1-2 shots max. There's two different ways I can go with this build as well. For PvE, I'm actually running 5 strikers. Not so much for the set bonus, but because of that crit hit damage. So I'm running 5 strikers, and I'm running a final measure chest, just because it's rolled really well for stamina and armor. It gives me just south of 400k toughness. Also where I'm using a shotgun, I don't often miss, so the damage stacks a lot better than when you're missing a small burst clip with an SMG. It takes your damage down by quite a bit. I'm also backing this up with a sniper, just so I've got a little bit of range, as well as the close quarters combat, using pulse and booster shot. But the other way you could go on this is what I'm going to use for the dark zone is, instead of using the strikers, I will use a 4-piece sentry for the marking ability that the shotgun has, that the sniper has. It's a little bit tankier than my strikers build, gives me 450,000 toughness, but it doesn't do as much for my DPS. So, but obviously when I'm marking them and I have other guys in the group that are also doing DPS, it's more of a benefit for the team. I actually came up against some guys in the dark zone last night, some rogue guys, and one of them had a ridiculously overpowered shotgun. It was taking all of our group down in sort of 2 shots, 3 shots from full health, and we all have between 400 and 600,000 toughness. So I was curious, so I messaged the guy on the PlayStation and asked him, what gun are you using? Like, that shotgun is amazing. And he basically just said it was an M860. It had no special perks, it was just one he picked up. Those shotguns pack a real punch, so that's what I'm using right now. It's a military M860, and it has responsive, brutal, and predatory. I have already rolled a talent to get brutal on it. It is only 204. I will hunt the dark zone for a 229 better version of it at some point. But just to see that shotguns have actually come forward a little bit. They're not. People laughed at them, really. They just didn't really. They had nowhere near the power of the CPU shotguns. But with the new stagger effect that they have on them, they're quite good for a CPU. If it doesn't kill them in one hit, it will at least stop them from killing you as quick. Obviously, you don't really want to do a glass cannon shotgun build. You do want at least 300, 400k toughness, if not higher. Yeah, so that's it for my shotgun build video.